You could tell when a person has suffered some kind of trauma because they internalize a negative event not caused by them. She is sitting in a car wondering if she did something to upset him because she didn't understand the look he gave her. What do you think? She does internalize stuff. She's been through some stuff. I mean, from Mike to now, Chris stalking her and then this mess with Antonio, and we may see it as minor, but that could be like traumatic. She feels it's her fault.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think after that stuff with Chris, she's like, oh God, why does it always have to be me?
Right.
I'm gonna scare Chan off because I'm just so full of drama. So that's my thoughts. She shouldn't. She doesn't even realize that, it's not nothing that she did. She don't know that yet, but of course, instead of, well, I'm gonna wait till later and I'm gonna talk to him and see what he's talking about. Maybe somebody sent him a crazy text. Instead of, I'm gonna have that conversation with him later, blah blah blah, she immediately like, oh, I did something, and that's not the case. So yeah, it's not even a question. Like, that's an actual fact. People that do that, they do internalize that like immediately. It's my fault. I did something other than, and it don't even be the case half the time. So those are my thoughts.
No, I agree. And I saw the question and I was like, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, she did. She got in the car and she started, what did I say? Did I say something that upset him? And I think when you've always been the person who's the scapegoat, it's easy to, constantly take on the blame, or automatically I must have said something again. I mean, I have had people get mad at me because they didn't like my facial expression. I had a friend years ago and we were talking, and a couple days later, she was like, hey, were you okay the other day when we were talking? I was like, yeah, we were having like the best time. We were joking, laughing. And she was like, well, I was telling you that story and your eyes was like, and I was like, oh, okay. She was just like, you just kind of like looked at me like you were looking down on me. And I was like, no, I was shocked by the story. I'm very expressive. Like my facial features, I'm all that. I'm scrunching my nose. I'm squinting. I've always been like that. And I think it's gotten worse since I've been older, and I like it. It's good for me.
Right. You have to talk. I'll sit there and do my like.
Yeah, and I know what you're talking about. I'm like, ooh, girl. That's what we do, right? We're very expressive with our hands and our facial expressions. And she automatically just like took it as something. And I was just like, why do people always assume the worst? But it was like in Malia's case right here, when she's talking about, did I do something that I look wrong? Did I say something? Like, what was it about me that made him, like kind of like give me that weird look? And it's like, no, maybe he had a thought. Maybe something was going on with him. Maybe like Alicia said, maybe he got a text. Maybe one of the security guard was like, yo, check out something.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta, like, you can tell when people have been through different things because automatically something happens. Well, let me get to apologizing. Don't know what I'm apologizing for.
No, yeah.
Because I know I did something. I know I was wrong. I had to. It's always me. It's always my fault. So I think that's really, really dangerous mindset to constantly blame yourself. I feel like everybody has to check themselves, right? Even the people who are like, your facial expression was doing this and I felt some kind of way. You're projecting, okay? You've dealt with some trauma. And now your trauma has got you side-eyeing everybody. No, because the last person who did that to me stabbed me in my back. You see what I'm saying? So you start to equate and lump everybody into this one file folder in your brain that's tucked away under betrayal. And as soon as it looks like somebody's doing something similar or something triggered you, pop, file cabinet opens, you relive a moment, and you get mad at other people. But all you really do is push people away because ain't nobody gonna put up with that. And I did. I had to get away from her. We don't even have to be beefing. We don't have to argue. Just I'll unfriend you, and you don't got to worry about it because ain't nobody gonna like that. You know what I say? So
yep.
I do think it's sad.
Yeah.
Leah automatically was like, "Well, what did I do?" And it's like, "Ma'am, you're a grown woman. If you do something, I'm sure that grown man can open up his grown mouth and tell you."
As did.
Crazy. I mean, because I am the one to call you, be like, well, wait a minute. Earlier, we had a beautiful exchange, getting on the elevator, and you gave me a look like, was everything okay? Because I want to know. I'm not going to go in here and internal. I probably would have called him out in the moment though. I'd be like, "Are you okay? What was that face?"
Right.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're too old for this, right? We have to react in real time. Are you okay? Like, oh no, we were talking. You got this look. Like, sometimes people literally can be talking to you, and they have like an outer body experience, and they somewhere else. You know what I mean? Because that's life. Like, you could be doing something, and it's just like, yeah, okay, yeah. I heard everything you were saying, but I kind of went somewhere else. And I think that's what happened with Chan. But Malia didn't know, and she got upset, internalized it, and was like, always making people upset. Like, girl, you got to get some counseling because this isn't normal. Question is mine. It says, I loved Malia's friend's reaction to last night event with her and Chan. Would that have been something you would have felt comfortable sharing with your friend? I don't know if I would. I definitely would have. If my girl went down,
Secret Sam.
he laid that hammer down. Yeah, I would have told it.
She'll tell me.
I would have told
but
it.
yeah, Karina ain't gonna say nothing to nobody else. She is not gonna give nobody no info like that. No. But she'll tell me.
I would have told you, like, yeah, but I'm not gonna be broadcasting, like, getting on social media. You guys, if the dude went down last night. No. But somebody who you're close with, definitely.
I'm like, I'm not gonna post on social media. Other than, you know, we go together. I'm changing my profile status.
We go together. We real bad with it too. Okay.
We go together bad now. And I better be on your timeline somewhere. Yeah, definitely. The girl's gotta know. Shoot, that's on the way home. Like, she didn't even get the plan B yet. She like, y'all gotta know the deets. Like, and I would too. I'd be like, girl, I don't even know how I did it. I survived. He put it down on. Oh, girl. Yes, girls talk. I think guys do too.
Oh, they definitely do. We have brothers.
Do. Yeah. They're like, you know, oh yeah, I don't know, you know, I'm not a man or whatever. But I imagine they would like go and tell their friends and stuff, especially if it's something they've been pursuing for a while. And then he finally got it. So, but girls do talk. TLC made a song about it.
We do. We talk. We're gonna tell it.
A little whack, but you know.
Yeah, I can't lie. I like TLC, but that wasn't it.
Definitely. I would have called. Karina's definitely gonna know. Well, I'd be like, girl, I'm gonna send a text, and I'm like, as soon as I get home, girl, I got some tea for you, girl. It happened, and you need to know how it happened and everything.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, he pulled out the stuff. How many times did she eat some bomb food? Like just the menu alone. Zeus, the oversized bathtub, like
you got me now. I'm a straight cat, baby.
Oh, were we putting on a show?
We put on a show.
Like I think we had talked about that last week. No curtains on the
Where my hand would have been on that wall, like
we were on Titanic. Jack was putting in some work.
Putting that work in, okay.
And all you saw themed up, and all you saw was her hand just bloop, like slide down. I was like, dang.
I remember seeing that like as a kid, like a commercial, and everybody's like, it was so controversial, like in the hand. And I was like, I don't get what the hand, like, I don't know. I don't even know when Titanic came out, if I was like 10.
97.
So the whole hand thing was like on the news, and I was like, what? So they're like, this is not a movie for children. So whatever. It was like 3 hours. It was like a 3-hour movie. I couldn't fathom. So
there's a part 1 and 2. We had it on VHS.
I never watched it.
Y'all know how old I am. Yeah, my mom loved the movie. She wanted to get straight to the action. So we would pop in part 2, and then my mom's like mad, and she's like, no, because see, that's what's wrong with y'all. You letting the devil work in you. And why you want to see people get hurt? And that's just evil and this. So after she went in on us, we ended up having to I think we just abandoned the whole project. It was like, all right, forget it. We don't want to see none of it because we're not going to sit through the first 2 hours just to get to the
all the action and the
ship goes down. Mm-hmm.
She shut us down, so I wasn't able to watch it. And then she was all like, and then y'all even looking at it, she thought we were looking at it from the perspective of the violence, and then for the sex scene. And so, it literally was. Her mom used to like clock our teas to make me some. Like, how you know though? Like,
yep.
Hey, mama. Where were we at? Yeah, you answered, and I think I answered too. I definitely would have called you. I'm like definitely gonna call people who I'm friends with. Like if something like that, like you know, you've been with somebody for a while, and the tension is building, and you keep telling them how close you're getting, and it's like, but I didn't. And her friends are at this point like, girl, get that hammer for all of us, because we're tired of you getting us excited. You know, Wendy was going crazy about that scene. So Eva was like, you don't have to tell us everything, like it's okay. And Wendy was like, no, nah.
Wendy's like, nah. And I'll be on that same energy.
All the details.
You let it be somebody, you know, cool-headed, like, okay, no, you don't have to tell us your bit. No, I want the business. That's what you called me for. That's exactly what you called me for. I need that smoke.
Or you can say that. Like if it was somebody that I've only known a few months or a year, and she's like, oh, me and my boyfriend, we did the do. I'm like, oh, well, was it good? And she's like, it was great. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like that would have been the extent of me. But since it's like you, I'm like, girl, was that Lego? Like, was you watching it?
Like, did you go back? Like, what you do? I would.
What he do? I want to know. I want to know.
Telling me the story. I gotta know the story. Don't be leaving stuff out. I don't want to find out later on. There was, you know, a really good juicy part. You decided, boy, I didn't know you well enough yet. No, nigga, you told me the story. I know you smashed, but I need to know some other stuff. Like that's what.
Did you break the head? Did you knock over, you know, a mirror? I mean, I want to know like what happened. Like, was there?
Did you say a mirror?
Yeah.
If you don't quit telling on yourself, girl.
I haven't knocked over a mirror. I'm just saying. I'm just
Karina, you do got a mirror in the bedroom. Now I'm gonna be worried about that every time I see it. Every time I come in there, I'll be like, hold on. Huh.
I broke it. It's I broke it because I was cleaning up on Sunday.
Oh, quit lying.
I promise to God.
You threw it back too hard. You and T fell into it.
No, I broke it on Sunday afternoon, girl.
Oh, okay. See, so we ain't gonna tell the audience because we don't know y'all well enough. But when we get off, I'm gonna need the tea on that because I know it. She didn't break it cleaning.
I promise to God, I broke it cleaning. I was moving it and I saw it. I tried to reach for it. It fell on top of the vacuum because the vacuum was on the floor. I had like cleaned it and got all the hair out of those little bristles. Girl, and I just saw it and it was going, and I was like, not my mirror, because I love that mirror.
Yeah, I'm like, dang. That was a full length. Yeah,
full length. It was really big. You know, it was huge. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get another one because I can't live without my mirror.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was for other purposes. You know, since you said it.
You know, I mean, I got it for it was multi-purpose use, is what I would say.
There we go. There's a little bit of detail I need. See how never mind. I was about to say see how the devil do, but that's not the devil. That's just love and passion and yeah. We needed to know that.
Yeah.
I did for sure. Because I was like,
that relationship, ladies and gents.
Right. All right, so Mr. Kong seems unpredictable. I don't know if Chan should be hacking his father's information on his computer. If he finds out what Chan has done, how bad do you think it will be for him and Malia? Praise? No, there's no praise there. I'm just used to saying that. That's well, okay. Yeah, that'd be bad. He wouldn't know. Mr. Kong wouldn't know that Chan is doing that for the reasons that he's doing it. Like Chan's trying to find out how much his dad knows about Leah. His dad could be thinking, "Oh, this nigga's trying to take the business from me," or yeah, you know. So I don't know. Well, of course, Malia would be collateral damage, but Mr. Kong, and his crazy self, if he did find out about his information being hacked, of course he's going to be angry, but I don't think his suspicion is going to be like, you know, Malia. It's going to be, what did you need to know my financials for? What did you need to know this for? Like, what are you doing? What do you plan on doing? Especially since he hasn't been closing deals on time, and you know his father feels that he's distracted anyway, and his dad had to get in his ass about it, and then all of a sudden his information is getting hacked. yeah, I don't see it being bad for him and Malia. For him, but like I said, and Malia in a way, because she would be collateral damage, whether it's Chan taking it out on her, Chan breaking up with her. Yeah, I don't think, or even no, I don't think I don't know, because he don't know. That's the thing. He don't know why his son will go outside of their own people and to hack his information.
Right.
So, yeah, we just go and keep our fingers crossed and pray he don't find out.
Right. Yeah, I think if Mr. Kong finds out that Chan hacked his information, he's gonna be like, well, what was he looking at? Like what files were like what was specifically what is he looking for? If he finds out that it was just the files that concerned Malia, then he's like, okay, I know. Chan might just be like, hey, while I'm in, I mean, let me see what else he's been up to. Like it could be
Since I'm here.
multitude of actions that are being taken, right? So I think it could be very problematic for Chan if his father finds out, because his dad might be thinking to himself, if you find out something that you don't agree with, what's going to happen? Because if you're my son and I raised you and I'm sadistic, then I know that the same spirit that live in me is so
Same spirit, girl. They must be traveling, don't they?
Don't they? They love a family. So
do.
generational. So it's like I think his dad would be kind of curious, and I think it would also make him think, I don't know if he's trustworthy. If he's hacking into my computer, he might be making a move against me, because, like you said, power is involved here. Money is at stake here. Rulership, authority. So he might be like, okay, so maybe he's looking to get the old man out the picture a lot faster than before, so that he could do what he wants to do, which is own my empire and have the woman that he's not supposed to be dating. So yeah, it's happened for less. So I think that could be a problem, So the next question says, Antonio calling was a bold move. He acted like he needed to discuss some unfinished business. I think if Malia had agreed to meet with him, he would have tried something with her. He seems like he would try and convince her that they should have something on the low. He's sneaky. His conversation just came off as desperate. What do you think? I do think that he's sneaky. I think he would have came off very respectful. I know, Malia, that you got this thing with Chan, and I don't want to ruin that for you, but I just need some time.
I got a few secrets.
Right? I just need my time with you. I'm not asking you to make a decision. I'm not asking you to choose me. I'm not telling you to leave him. I'm just saying, I need some time with you. You know what I'm saying? I want us to explore this. And so my thing is, and I've never personally experienced that, because I'd be like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been confused. What are you talking about? Some of this stuff just leads to nowhere. Well, a lot of stuff leads to nowhere, right? So yes, I do feel like if he felt like he could convince Malia, let's just like be friends, and like I really, really miss you. And then you'd be at a coffee shop talking, and he gonna rub your side of your hand. Oh, what type of cocoa butter are you using this week? My hand is soft. Oh, your skin is so smooth. I mean, if you don't keep your hands off of these body parts, and I definitely do. I think it would be like a slow build until he's just like, listen, got this thing with April. I know you're with Chan or whatever, but like we shouldn't discount what we have. And we don't want anybody to get hurt. That's why people like tipping with somebody who has somebody, right?
Right.
Both have something to lose, I guess, right? I don't want you to have to make a choice. I just want my time with you. Get the hell out of here. You ain't getting
No, you're not gonna make me a part of the your mess.
the 3-ring circus. Yeah, but I definitely feel like if Antonio felt like he could get Malia to be on some low energy, I definitely think that he would come at her and just be like, because what we have is so special. We've been like family. Don't bring family into the same scenario as anything sexual. That is the weirdest thing.
Right.
He's my brother. That's sis. That's like my sister. And you find out they having a baby soon together. Like, I thought y'all was like family.
Like, I thought y'all were cousins. Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely feel like he's sneaky, and the best thing Malia can do is not have any conversation with him. But I feel like she bounced up on him. Like she was just not going for any of it. You know, she was like, "No, sir." She just, and you're getting married, and you need to get your head in the game and like focus on that and leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like Malia's like, "You're not like I don't want to be pulled into this." First off, he called her from a phone number she didn't recognize, so she's like, "Who the hell is calling me?"
Right.
Something in her like, "I'm gonna regret this," and she did. But yeah, I just feel like she has to be careful with him. I think he will try to use their past connection to constantly build a bridge back. No, because we've been friends all these years, and you're special to me, and we got history, Malia, and you just let some guy come into your world and tell. It's not about a guy coming into.
No,
we crossed my baby. We did a little too much. Like
history, like
wasn't done. Yeah, like it almost happened. And yeah, Malia has to take responsibility that things got out of control. And she did tell him that she had feelings for him. At this point, it's safe for us just not to do this. You're getting married. Your fiance then found out that I tried to seduce you. I can't.
Tore up my shop.
She can't fight. She wanted to throw hands.
Yeah.
Here, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Keep going. So I think Malia handled that one very well. I do think that Antonio's sneaky. And I think that if Antonio thought that he could have Malia on the side, he would.
I agree. I think that's exactly what he wanted. He, because it said that he stepped out the house or stepped away to make this phone call from an unknown number. So that's the sneaky part. The Lolo, yeah, he still has very strong feelings for Malia. And the crazy thing is they never dated.
Never dated, never smashed.
They never dated, they never smashed. But somehow he just can't let her go. He's about to get married, and that's like the furthest thing from his mind. So he wanted, and he's talking about, I gotta see you face to face.
Yeah, you know what he's talking about. Yeah.
Know what he's doing.
See you face to face. You know that?
Right. And he was going to try and convince her, to still be in his life some way. It'll start off as friends, but as time progresses, there'll be like a little kiss or something, and that's going to turn into, he knows what he's doing. He got a whole game plan. And the fact that he actually had it's the audacity for me to even call. I'm like, bro.
He had like it was an urgent matter.
Bro, okay. No, just no. Like Mariah Carey song. No.
No.
Just no. The whole song. No.
I said no. I love that song.
Oh, me too. It's on one of my playlists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I did kind of chuckle about this. When Chan got angry that Antonio called begging Malia to meet him, I felt his rage. Chan said he is pulling up on Antonio come Monday. What do you think will happen when he tells him to stay away from Malia? The reason I chuckled, because I'm not sure, maybe I didn't read it right or whatever, but did she tell Chan about this, or did Chan find out because he's stalking her? He got the phone bugged, right? That's why I chuckled. I was like, he was listening on a conversation. Come Monday, let's see, especially full of rage. Well, okay, they had business dealings though, so he's gonna tell him to stay for. I don't see like a fight breaking out or anything. I mean, the man's about to get married. He's probably gonna play stupid. We all know somebody that does that. Talk really hard, talk a good game, and then somebody. What? Whoa!
She's like my sister.
We're family. That's all. I just wanted to make sure she was doing okay. Okay. So yeah, he's he may get physical. He's under a lot of stress now to close these deals. Now he's mad. He don't know what daddy's finna do. Stuff like that be running through your mind. And when you already mad and got stuff going on, you could have an exaggerated reaction to things. Like, so I don't see Antonio doing anything. Probably more likely Chan. And Chan will warn him. Yeah, stay away. And I'm not sure what will happen after that. He's already been blocked, so unless he gets another phone, little burner phone or something, to try and contact her again. Also, Chan is able to dig up dirt on people and expose it. So that could be a threat that he throws out there. Like, oh, okay.
Little spot.
We're gonna blow the whole spot up. Let's see what April think. We'll blow her spot up too.
Her spot up too.
Yeah. I don't think I don't see like a fight breaking out or nothing. Antonio is most likely gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about. We're just friends. I wanted to check on her, blah blah blah, whatever. And Chan ain't for it. Chan is pissed off. Like, don't you he's like protective bear mode. He don't want nobody really messing with Malia.
I can see Antonio just playing mind game. Clearly, if you don't trust Malia, that says more about your relationship.
Like
go.
Okay, why are you worried about it, bro? You guys may not be as happy as you think.
Maybe you're projecting that things aren't going well and you're looking for somebody to blame.
Girl, so back to Game of Thrones. He's gonna play the role of little finger. Little finger. And put something else in his mind, try to talk him, down or whatever. So
about people
what happened.
They want you to believe something, they'd be like, well, let me tell you what really happened. Like, so you know all the details, but you wasn't there.
But you wasn't there. But you know every detail.
It happened.
So, yeah, that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Yes, because I know what's about to happen. I think that's going to be a really good chapter. So you might want to jump on that sooner than later. You're like, Karina. Yeah.
Well,
yes. Anytime you get two men together who both feel that they are entitled to something, it's going to be a problem. A lot of men don't want another man pulling up on them, checking, saying, stay away from my girl. Like, wait a minute, didn't I introduce you to your girl? So, I mean, we have a relationship. And now all of a sudden you're going to tell me I got to stay away from the person that
I introduced. You wouldn't even have her if it wasn't for me.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Antonio's going to want to hear, especially in his, like, Chance pulling up on him. So he ain't like he summons him like, yo, no, like he said, I'm pulling up on you. You don't even know I'm on my way. You feel? So it's like he just like catching him, you know what I'm saying, off guard. And he was pretty mad about it, slamming down his computer because baby, what we're not gonna do. What we're not gonna do is tear apart our stuff. Okay. We're not
right. We're not tearing up stuff.
Not tearing up stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he slammed that thing hard enough where he could have broke it. I'm not going to do it. So I just say stay tuned for that. We'll see what happens in the next chapter, and we'll be able to be like, well, did you see that comment or what you know what I mean? But I'm going to say men don't like somebody telling them what they can and cannot do, especially when they both feel like they're top dogs. They be like, no, because you're going to show some respect in here, player. They're both street dudes, and they have business dealings. So you're like it can't go too far, but can it? Like, will it go off the rails? Will it stay on the rails? Will it just be a fiery exchange of cussing words and stay away from my B? Who knows? We'll find out though. We'll find out on the next episode.
On the next
roasting, baby. Find out. Last question is mine. It says, I'm proud of the way Malia dealt with that call from Antonio. Malia shut him down. She let him know she didn't wish to be friends or deal with him or his fiance. Malia didn't mix words. She got right to the point with him. She told him directly their friendship was over. Do you think Antonio got the message? Why not? Man, stop. Most men don't get the message.
No, he didn't hear nothing she said. All he heard was hello. That's all he heard.
They don't hear nothing.
Hi, Antonio. That's all.
I don't hear nothing. Okay, so you mad? Okay, so she's still.
I'm gonna give her a minute to calm down, and I'll call you back in about 10 minutes. Like, what?
Didn't hear nothing. Even though she was very direct, I think she's gonna have to continue on being direct until it's painfully clear that Malia wants nothing else to do with him. I think Malia's hiding in some ways also because it's like she know that situation went way too far. And I'm sure she's like, I'm sorry, God, I'm not trying to cuss, but I'm sure she's just like, this didn't happen with me and my friend. He didn't get her drunk. She got drunk, but she turned to him. But he didn't need to take the pants off. That's what I'm saying. Like, he took all her clothes off. Like, sir, she could have just went to sleep on the couch with a blanket. You got panties.
I'm gonna cop me a little innocent feel.
Yeah, and I was figuring I wanted you to sleep because you was hot. Open a window. You need to take my clothes off, bro, exposing me to my head.
It's hot.
You're gonna wonder why somebody gonna jump on your lap and bite you in your neck. Like, kind of asked for you, like you woke up a sleeping beast. So they both were responsible for how bad that situation turned out. I think Malia's like, hey, no, maybe she also wants to stay away from him because she's like, I don't want to expose myself to those feelings again. Maybe she's been like suppressing those feelings, and now that he knows, maybe she's like, well, what if he like presses me on these feelings? You know what I'm saying? Then I'm over here, and I got this new guy who's all that and then some. But now I don't need to be confused. I think Malia's like, listen, you're where you're at, and I'm where I'm at. Let's not complicate this. Let's just like you stay off with April. You guys are getting married. You have a home together. You have a child. Do that. I'm seeing Mr. Sexy over here with the Aston Martin. Like, let me do me. Like, let me do this.
Let me be great.
Let me be great. Give me space. So I think that's where Malia is at. She just doesn't want to get pulled into any feelings. Like, just cut it off. Be smart.
Right. She's been, since he's been gone, or, you know, out of her life or whatever, you know, so much has happened and she's doing okay, you know, and she does have them feelings. So yeah, I feel exactly the same way. It's like, nah, bro, we can't be friends. I know I keep quoting songs to show my age, but Deborah Cox and one of them dudes from Next, whatever. Anyways, they had a song called "We Can't Be Friends Because I'm Still in Love with You." And
Jesus, that touches.
yeah, girl, that's a cut too. Deborah Cox could sing.
And she's still fine though too. I saw her not too long ago. She's still fine. Deborah Cox.
Still, yeah. I was like, okay,
girl, Shanti, more she.
Yeah.
What y'all doing?
I know. I need that regimen, but yeah. So I'm proud of her too, and I was like, also like, hey, stand your ground. Don't, like, you know, just because you're a little distracted by Chan giving you a crazy look, you're like, you know, snapping on him, and then later on, you know, I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, I'll give you another shot. Blah blah blah. Maybe we should talk to April. No. Stand on business. Stand on what you said. Stand your ground. Like, you shut him down, block him, keep it that way, because yeah, you do have feelings for him and he has feelings for you. He's willing to have you on the side. You already know that. He's not calling you to, you know, ask your advice on shoes or something stupid. He's hoping to have you in some type of way, even though he's getting married. So we all know he's a dog. A dog. A dirty dog.
A dirty dog. Low down
dog. Like one of them strays.
With fleas.
With fleas. Lay with him, you're gonna wake up with fleas. But yeah, she's still, like you said, that's she's hiding. She knows. Me personally, I've been like, hey, since you on the phone, you want to cover some of the damages to my shop? Let's talk about that, because I gotta replace some shit. But no, that's just petty. But yeah, she needs to stand on that, and so far I believe she will.
Right.
We all know I'm following the story, you know, week by week as we go. Yeah. She's still, even if she don't want to admit it, she still probably knows herself. Like, I know I got feelings. We could be somewhere. It could be a certain look. I could be mad at Chan. It could be something, and I don't even need that kind of drama.
It's a little cold outside, a little foggy. In the parking lot, the moon like it's trying to come through that fog.
Oh Lord. I know that's right. Yeah. So she need to keep Antonio away. He need to stay away. Like I said, the audacity. Like, what are you calling for, bro? Like, are you serious? How did you think that call was going to go? Right. In your head, how did you think that was going to go? That'd be my question.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear from you. It's been a while.
Yeah. I don't think he's used to this side of her. Like, they've always been on good terms. And that's the problem with people. They don't know that there's layers to you as a human being. And when you get to a certain point where you've had enough, you have a cutoff switch. And sometimes there's like boundaries that can't or should not be crossed, because if you cross over, you can't cross back. You know what I'm saying? And so Antonio is finding himself on that Erica list, you know, that do not call list, do not receive text messages, do not receive emails. Like,
nothing.
You know, and I think he's really shocked. But I do think that Malia has to stand on business. I think she's in a new place with this guy and this new relationship, because Do we want Chan to find out that she straddled him and her bra and panties was all on that ear, biting that neck, licking that
Oh
face?
no.
You know what I'm saying? And, okay, like the reality was they weren't together. They just met. She wanted information, but still, it's like it happened, right? And
Right.
this associate. Now I'm going to act like it didn't happen, and that's why I think Malia's on that spirit. She's like, listen, it didn't happen. As long as you're away from me, it didn't happen. We don't need to.
Yeah, they're just pretending like nothing went down.
Yeah, nothing happened. There was no sex. Nothing happened. You know what I mean? Like the next day, he tried to make her a little break, though we could, just chill here on the couch and cuddle. No. Leah's like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm leaving. Girl, could you imagine if April would have showed up?
Ooh, she was already glaring at him when he got off the phone. She already knew what it was.
Could you imagine if they were just on the couch, cuddled up, honey, watching?
Oh, yeah, and April walks in. Yeah,
Walked in and tore that.
Yeah, we've been fighting for her life.
Got me up here in this woman's house. Oh no, we're not gonna do that. You're talking about disrespectful.
Mad.
And I mean, I have to say that people have to take some responsibility for where they're at, right? If he did April that way, oh, he's gonna have so much regard for my feelings. He wouldn't treat me the way he treated April because I'm different. I understand him. I've known him for a long time. I really, really get him. I understand how he was raised. Girl, he's going to chew you up like tobacco and spit you out too.
Right.
You did it to her, you'll do it to me. And I can't let myself be a victim of a violent crime.
Or I would end up committing a violent crime.
I feel like people always want to act like, oh, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different, Yeah, that's right, because he's gonna be a father to your child, even though he hasn't been a father to nobody else's kid. It's gonna be different, Malia. Antonio will be a great provider. He'll give you wonderful child support, but that's about it.
That child support check gonna be lit.
If you're gonna get a really nice child support check and then you're gonna watch him make family number 3 and have another baby, don't do it, Malia.
You're better than that.
You're better than that. Don't be no side chick with a side baby. Yeah, baby, it's Rose City. It gets really real out here in these streets.
Girl, in streets.
And then street. Well, that's it for this episode of Rose City, the after show. We hope that you've enjoyed our discussion on chapter 49, Circling Back. Don't forget to tune in. We will be diving into episode 50, Girls Night In, part 1. If you haven't already read, what are you waiting for? So there's really no reason for you not to get hooked on this story. We're hooked. You'll be hooked hearing from our readers. So hit us up on, Rose City, the after show here on YouTube. Leave your thoughts and questions, or on Facebook or on IG, or personally hit me up on my TikTok account under my name, Karina Q. We look forward to seeing your messages, whatever you're saying to us. Well, what are you thinking about the story? All of that. You know what I mean? So Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in Rose City. Spear fingers.
Spear fingers.